Welcome! I would say happy Friday, but it's not Friday.
Oh,
But I think for many people it probably feels like Friday today. Isn't that kind of a thing?
I call it Friday.
Perfect. Welcome to this week's Crystal Party. I'm Emily. I am the founder of Almanac Supply Co.
I'm David.
This is David. And we are here today for a crystal party. Usually I would say happy Friday because we usually do these parties on Friday. However, this week we are doing it on a Tuesday for two reasons. One, this Friday is Black Friday and probably going to be kind of nuts. It will be our first Black Friday in our retail store. Are you excited about that?
Kind of.
We have no idea what to expect at all. And two, we're thinking about moving crystal parties to Tuesday. And so we thought we would test it out. Since we've gotten the shop here in Chattanooga, we have been coming in the mornings, doing our crystal party before we open, but y'all like to crystal party too hard. And sometimes we end up going so long that we have to keep customers out the door. So we're thinking about moving our crystal parties till Tuesday. We're going to test it out. We also know that most of you prefer our evening parties to our morning parties. And on Fridays, because the store is open, we have moved our parties from 4 p.m., like now, to 10 a.m. And though some of you like it, I think more of you prefer the late afternoon parties. Hi, Erica. And so this is our way of bringing them back to the afternoon, just on a different day. So we're here on a Tuesday evening for the first time ever to have a crystal party, and I'm so excited to dive in. And I'm feeling this already. Sometimes I feel like on Friday I'm like so done that I come here and crystals obviously make me excited, and I'm glad to be here with all of you. But I feel like I probably have a little more energy today on a Tuesday than I usually would.
Good.
That was a very rambly way of saying we're on for a Tuesday.
I had an idea why you're rambling.
Yeah?
What if we did 24/7 crystal party?
David.
All day, every day.
Isn't it a crystal party all day, every day around here? I think it probably is. Oh, hi, Kat. And thank you. I do love my hair as well. It's been many, many years since I've had short hair. And I finally chopped it all off again, and I'm feeling it. I am. Very much so. David's hair has been this short for a long time.
It actually could go
It actually
shorter.
could be shorter. David needs a haircut. It's a whole thing. Perfect. Well, we're a couple minutes in. Today's crystal party is, I think, an exciting one. So we're in a little crystal party series at the moment. Last week we did a crystal party of first and second chakra. Today's crystal party is third and fourth chakra. Next week's crystal party, we're going back to Friday morning for next week's crystal party. It will be the fifth, sixth, and seventh chakra. We're doing this really for the main reason of we have a ton of new product, and I wanted to show it all to you. And instead of coming up with some weird convoluted ways of putting all these crystals together, I thought, let's just do chakras. We'll go all the way up the spectrum with all of our new stones, show you all the fun things that we have. And this week we are at the third and fourth chakra. It's an especially exciting party for us because this party includes some tektites, which we will be sharing more about as we get to them on the table. The biggest one being moldavite. And we have a fun story to share about the moldavite too. We have had it in the store for 2 weeks or so and have already had some interesting things happen. So I'm going to share some stories as we get to that. If you want, open up another tab, Google tektites, moldavite in particular. We also have some Libyan gold glass or Libyan desert glass or Libyan gold tektite, whatever you want to call it, on the table as well if you want to start getting a little bit of info on those stones. And otherwise, we have some new things on the table. Price ranges range from, $6 to $755. So we have a very wide range of things on the table today. What are you most excited about?
I really like these. Oh, I'm gonna say the Amazonite. towers.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I love that. We do have some Amazonite towers on the table. I think I'm most excited about this moss agate.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
super excited about that. Excited to share those things with you. What else do we need to share? Hope everyone's having like a great Thanksgiving week in the U.S. here. It is Thanksgiving week. It's in 2 days. Hello, Misty. We are so excited to, I don't know, be able to have a little bit of a rest over the next 2 days and then coming back again for our first Black Friday, Small Business Saturday here in our shop in Chattanooga. We have no idea what to expect.
no.
No idea. Just gonna put on my walking shoes.
Maybe crickets.
Maybe crickets. It could be the exact opposite of crickets. It could be like a plague of crickets. You know what I mean? That didn't translate well, but I feel like that's a thing. Perfect. Then let's get going on how this party is happening. If you are watching this anywhere other than YouTube, click through to YouTube. That is the place in the chat where everything happens. So be sure to do that. Otherwise, David is going to be scooting around here and going to the laptop. He's going to be handling chat for us today. Perfect. You also like totally messed up my Zoom. It's fine. I fixed it. Perfect. All right. So let's talk about how this happens. If you want to play along, actually, what is a crystal party? I'm going to be going through, I have 34 items on the table today. 34 items that I will be going through piece by precious piece, showing it to you so that you can pick just the crystals for yourself. Every one of these will be numbered. If you want to participate, you have to be in the YouTube chat. And for the piece that I hold up that you want to claim for yourself, you're going to type into the chat sold and the number. So sold 1, sold 15, sold 33, if that is the case. Whenever you do that, you are claiming the stone for yourself. We will put that stone aside for you, and then you are responsible for checking out with that stone. There are two options for how this happens. If you have purchased with us before, you are welcome to say invoice me in the chat, and we will send you an invoice of the stones that you claim for yourself. If you want to manage your own cart, or this is the first time that you have shopped with us, you are responsible for managing your own cart. If you will, go to almanacsupplyco.com/crystal-party. Thank you, David, for putting that in chat. To see all of the listings that we will be going through for the main part of today's party. So you will, let's say you claim sold number 1. It's actually a tiger eye tumbled. You will click on the listing on this crystal-party page and add the correct price point for the tumbled tiger eye to your shopping cart. Whenever we are done, you will check out and we will send them on their way to you. If you have any questions as we are going throughout this party, feel free to ask. Either David will help you here in the chat, or I can stop and help in whatever way that I need. There is free domestic U.S. shipping for all orders over $75. Otherwise, feel free to snag as many crystals as you'd like. Whenever we are done with this table, the 33 items on this table, I will open it up to open virtual shopping. I'm happy to go back to anything on the table that you would like to see. Or do you see this entire wall of crystals that we have here? Oh, it's so bright. The sun is just coming right there. It's going to have a hard time staying on me today. We have a whole wall of crystals here. You are welcome to shop it as much and as long as our camera batteries will hold out. Otherwise, it's just a party, a crystal party. We're going to be sharing some really fun info with you today about some of these stones. Many of the stones that we have on the table here, I'd say almost half of them are things that we've never had in stock before. So these are brand new items, and they've just in the past 3 or 4 days been put on the website. A couple of them just got photos today. So we do have some exciting new things on the table today. Let me know if you all have any questions. I am happy to assist as we get started. I do want to also say that there is probably about a 5 to 10 second lag between IRL here and what you are seeing on YouTube. So if you do put something in the chat and I don't get to you right away, it's just that it takes a minute for me seeing it and telling you to actually make it to your eyeballs and ears. But you'll hear it soon, for sure. Did I miss anything, David?
I think that was it.
You ready for this?
Mm-hmm.
Are y'all ready for this? Y'all ready for a crystal party? I'm ready. I'm ready. And then I have to go like prep myself for eating more food than any human ever should. All right, in that case, let's get this party started. I'm going to start by sharing with you what is on the table. Let me take this off and move it before I click the screen over. So remember, actually, before I even move this, third and fourth chakra. Third chakra is your solar plexus chakra. It's the energy center in your body that governs your will, some creativity, your personal power. So a lot of the stones, it's also associated with the color yellow, so that you'll see sort of a nice theme in these first couple of stones. Fourth chakra is your heart center. This is the energy center that governs your openness, your self-love, your compassion for others. The stones here are usually in the pink and green family in the color spectrum, especially in terms of chakras. Those two are interchangeable. So you'll see a common theme here. I'm also ending this party today with some labradorite. If you are a regular, you know how I feel about labradorite. And I went through a special set of palm stones that we have and picked out some pink flash lapis. Y'all ready to hear me gasp about all of them? Because you know I will be. Perfect. Then let me switch this over and show you what we have on the table. All right. So it looks like kind of a small table today, but y'all, there are 33 pieces here. 33 pieces. We're going to start with some tiger eye. I have some very small, actually these are actually kind of large, but some tiger eye tumbleds. Starting at a $6 price point, a couple other tiger eye pieces. We're going to go through just a couple of really cool pyrite pieces. These, the only ones that are new here are these spheres, but I can't do solar plexus without bringing out some pyrite. We have this citrine point, which if you've been here a minute, you've seen this buddy before, but again, I can't do solar plexus without bringing out the good citrine. We have the Libyan gold glass, a couple of pieces of moldavite, brand new flower agate, brand new moss agate, brand new rhodonite, a couple of really beautiful, flashy, great quality Amazonite palm stones. These Amazonite towers that David was saying he's most excited about on the table today. A couple of brand new pink amethyst towers and those pink flash labradorites. So we're going to be starting with the solar plexus chakra, moving into heart chakra, and then once we're done with the table, I will open up to virtual shopping. Sound like a plan? If you are just now joining us, be sure to open up almanacsupplyco.com/crystal-party. That's where all the listings are for the products that I'm sharing. I will be sharing. Oh, I can't get the. Hold on, I can't talk and do this at the same time. I got it. Thank you. Just can't do two things at once. If this is the first time you've been shopping with us, you are responsible for putting the listings and checking out all on your own. If you have shopped with us before, we are happy to invoice you. Y'all ready to get started? Let's look at some crystals. Perfect. We here? Let's do it. Okay. To get us started today, we are going to be looking at some small tiger eye tumbleds. Tiger eye is such a cool stone. I think for a lot of people, tiger eye is like the entry stone, right? There's something about this flashiness that just catches the eye. And these are some really good sized tumbled. In the last party, we shared several tumbleds from other kinds of stones. We just got a batch of really big buddies, and I like them a lot. So this is number 1. This tiger-eyed tumble, not quite as big as a palm stone, but almost. Nice size pocket stone, maybe too big for a bra. This is number 1. It is $6. Number 2 is similar, maybe a bit flashier. One of my favorite words is used to describe this, and that is chatoyancy. I love that word. That's such a cool word. This is number 2, and it is also $6. And then number 3, the final of these tiger-eyed tumbleds. Ooh, I like this one. Look at that. This is number 3. It is also $6. Love these so much, so much. All right, so those are the 3 tumbleds that we have on the table. Now let's move into some towers. We have number 4 here. Ooh, look at that, buddy. Number 4 is a tiger eye tower. And tiger eye is a really powerful stone for manifesting. One of those really good ones for willpower. Again, anything associated with that 3rd chakra. This is number 4, and it is $30. One of my favorite descriptions of tiger eye that I once heard is that it's a beautiful combination of dark and light. You can think of that as bringing together lower chakra energies with upper chakra energies into that solar plexus space for the purpose of manifesting. Also, just insanely killer to look at. Look at this buddy. I love this. This is number 5. Number 5 is also $30. Some really, really nice tiger eye. And number 6, whoo-hoo, look at it. We have number 6 here is this really great tiger eye sphere. Oh, look at it. Ooh. I love these so much. Okay, this is number 6, and it is $60. $60 for number 6. Oh, and hi, Rachel. I love some tiger eye. All right, next up, we're going to move into some pyrite. For these, I went through, we have a good bit of pyrite in the store. I went through and snagged some of my very favorite pieces. Starting with this incredibly cool cube. Look at this. It does have a little bit of a nick here, but otherwise, almost perfection. Look at it. So, pyrite grows like this naturally. This is a naturally shaped cube of pyrite, which makes this even more amazing, if you ask me. Sits perfectly, good heft, almost like sharp edges, which is just crazy to me. This is number 7, and this cube is $72. $72 for this killer cube of pyrite. Number 7. Next up we have another cool pyrite cube. Look at it. So if you want a tinier one, This is a pyrite cube on its matrix. So this sort of sandy looking stone that you're seeing is what it actually grows on. Was taken sort of out of the ground like this, kept on its matrix. And matrix is just a term that you use for the stone on which another stone grows. So this is pyrite cube on its matrix. Some of these even, let me see if this one does. It is not. Sometimes on these you can even see where other cubes were growing that came off. But this one is just a single little cube growing on its matrix. This is number 8. And this one is $30. Isn't it wild? These are so cool to me. I think cubic pyrite is one of my favorites. So this is number 8 and it is $30. All right, next up we have a pyrite palm stone. Pyrite palm stones are not the easiest thing in the world to source. Sometimes we're able to snag some and they are so cool. This one is the one I chose that it's my favorite of the batch that we have. You'll see here it has this really interesting sort of window into its natural formations. And y'all, that makes like the best worry stone. So it's really cool pyrite palm stone. This is number 9. It is $32. So $32 for number 9 is like Pac-Man. I love that, Erica. Right? Number 9 is $32. All right, next up we have the new thing in pyrite, and that's these really cool pyrite spheres. The thing I love most about pyrite spheres is they don't need a sphere stand. Oh, there we go. You can just plop them down, which I think is so cool. So again, like weirdly hefty for its size. This is number 10. This really cool pyrite sphere. And you can also definitely put it on a stand. You can stand up higher. This is number 10. And it is $75. $75 for number 10. So cool. All right, number 11, I'm going to just hang out with on the camera for a moment. Y'all have seen it before if you've been here before. And that is this really impeccable citrine point. So we've talked before about how citrine these days is becoming very hard to source. And mostly because the deposits of it have been mined up. It's already been spread around the world. But sometimes we are able to snag some. Where is this one from, David? That's what I thought. So this is a piece of citrine from Brazil. This nice large point. It's probably 5 inches tall or thereabouts. And it's gorgeous. Let me see if I can just, whenever people see this piece in person, they're awestruck. Look at all the rainbows in there. This is an impeccable, beautiful piece of natural citrine. This is one of the nicest pieces we have in our shop. It has almost gone home with someone a couple of times, but I don't think it's found its perfect home just yet. I'm sure it will soon. This is number 11. And it is $755. So $755 for number 11, this really beautiful piece of natural citrine. You want to talk about a manifesting stone. That is what citrine is known for. Actually, a little bit of crystal magic. A lot of people will take a small piece of citrine and keep it in or near their wallet to attract some cash as needed. All right, I'm actually going to now Let's talk about tektites for a second. So I mentioned early on we have some new weird things on the table. Tektites. Tektites are cool. Super cool. They are a kind of glass that is created. They don't actually know, and by they I mean anyone. No one really knows if tektites are created, how they're created. And here's the scenario in which they're created. A meteorite hits the earth and boiling hot silicates, if I'm not mistaken, are thrown into the air and they fall to the ground and cool and become glass. Super fascinating stuff. They are unsure if the material comes in on the meteorite or if the material is created from the impact of the meteorite with the earth. We have two different kinds of tektites on the table today. Moldavite is the second one I'm going to show you. It is the one that is becoming incredibly popular. If you haven't already, Google Moldavite, fall into the rabbit hole. It's a stone that we have had calls about here in the shop for months. Every week or two, we get 1 or 2 calls from people who are looking for Moldavite. It's been happening since we got a shop phone, people wanting to know if we have Moldavite. Moldavite is the most popular one, and I'll talk to you a bit more about why that one's so popular in a moment. But Libyan desert glass, or Libyan gold tektite, or whatever you want to call it, is a lesser known one that is just as cool. I'm going to be showing you some Libyan gold or desert glass. I'm going to call it for you today. Libyan desert glass. Let's see if I can hold myself to that. It's a really beautiful yellow tektite that comes from Libya. The meteorite that created this one fell 25-ish million years ago. So long ago that there's actually no longer even proof of when and where it hit. So it's just like lots of assumptions being made around a lot of things. But this one is found in and around Libya and Egypt. It's really cool, and it's about to get cooler. So, number 12 is this piece here. You can think of these as like collector pieces. The energetics of tektites are sort of next level, and I'll explain a little bit more about that with the Moldavite in a second. But this is a piece of Libyan, what did I say I was going to call it? Libyan desert glass. It's very sort of lightweight. Feels super cool. When you clank them together, they make a nice sound. That's one of my favorite things about them. And one of the cool sort of history pieces of this is whenever they found King Tut's tomb, he actually had a very beautiful piece of jewelry, and the focal point of that, or near him, the focal point of it was a beautifully carved scarab out of Libyan desert glass. The energetics of this one are tied very closely to that the solar plexus chakra, though most tektites are really great for balancing all of your chakras. This one's supposed to be a really protective stone as well, sort of giving you the protection you need to create what it is that you want to create. This is number 12. It's one of only a couple of pieces that we have in the store, and it is $68. So $68 for this weird, cool piece of Libyan desert glass. So that's number 12. And here is number 13. So number 13 is especially cool because one of the things that is characteristic of Libyan gold glass is you can actually see pieces of sand inside. And this one you see here, these sort of specks, especially down in here, there's some Saharan sand for you. This one is number 13, and it is also $68. So if you're looking for some weird collector pieces and or for some next level sort of energetic practices, these are good ones. All right, let's go to story time number 2. Like David came over here to play with the tektites. He immediately came up and picked up number 12 to hang out with it for a sec. That's so funny. Okay, so moldavite. Moldavite is the tektite that is most well known. It has become incredibly popular thanks to TikTok. It's supposed to be a stone, or it's supposed, well, that's the same word, to be a stone of massive transformation. It is also a stone that is one that most people will feel immediately. It is connected to the Holy Grail legend. It is said that the Holy Grail was either literally carved of moldavite or that it had a chunk of moldavite on it. And it is a stone, and I've mentioned this before, I'm relatively energetically dense. Personally, I can't feel most stones. There are some that I do. Remember those rubies we had recently? Those ones I can feel. I'll never forget that huge point we saw at a show once. Remember that, buddy? When it was, you could like rub your hand over, I could like feel the energy or like the electricity in it. It was wild. Absolutely wild. Moldavite is one that I can feel. Whenever I was leaned over choosing the pieces for this, I got super flushed, like started sweating really bad, which is one of those feelings that comes up with moldavite, and has become incredibly, incredibly popular. I have a really fun story though about the first piece of moldavite that we sold very recently. We've only had it in the shop for a couple of weeks. We've only like really fully had it processed for about a week, ready to sell. And we had a woman come into the shop a couple days ago and came in super excited to see that we were here, and sort of in passing was like, "You guys got any moldavite?" We were like, "Yeah." So went to the back, snagged it, brought it in. As she was in here, she was having magical moments all throughout. She was looking at the moldavite, had no idea really what she was asking about. I think she had just heard that moldavite was a thing people were into, but was not connected with how popular it had become. And she felt that was really interesting that she was asking about it at a time when moldavite was such a part of sort of our collective consciousness. So I got out a copy of the Book of Stones, which is a book that I do recommend. Hold on. I do recommend for everyone. This is one that we do have in our shop. Actually, this stone on the cover is a piece of moldavite. In this book, there is, I think one of the largest sections in this book is his section or their section of moldavite. Super fascinating story. So I'm telling her about it. She picks up the book. She opens the book immediately to moldavite and sort of has a moment. As she snags a book, leaves the moldavite. As she's leaving, she picks up another book over here and had another funny scenario where she opens the book right to the page she was looking for and then leaves. A couple days later, she comes back for a piece of moldavite. It weirdly infiltrated her dreams, and as soon as she connected the things together, she knew she had to have a piece and came and snagged a piece of moldavite. For myself, I've had a couple of moments too over the past couple of months in particular where I knew moldavite was knocking at the door, and it was on a recent trip to New Orleans.
You want that moldavite?
Yeah, he want the moldavite. It was on a recent trip to New Orleans where I had actually decided I was not buying myself another ring. I buy a ring almost every time I'm in New Orleans. I was at one of my favorite crystal stores. I find moldavite rings. I snagged one for myself and have been hanging out with it ever since. I will say I can't wear this ring every day. Moldavite is a stone that I have to be in the mood to sort of carry with me all day. Super fascinating stuff. I think whether you believe in the energetics or not, it's funny. The people or the man that we bought these stones from thinks that everyone's nuts. He doesn't get it at all, but he also does in that he sells it. He sells the Libyan gold glass. He sells the moldavite. Like there's something there, even if he hasn't consciously connected them. It's super fascinating. Regardless, it's a really cool piece of sort of rock history. The Libyan gold or desert glass that I showed you a moment ago was from a meteorite that fell about 25 years ago in Libya. The Moldavite is from a specific place in the Czech Republic, from a meteorite that hit about 15 million years ago. So the Libyan gold glass is older. The Moldavite is a little younger, if you want to call 15 million years young. We have two pieces on the table. Right, just Google, Rachel, Moldavite and read the stories. It is a stone that is meant to, like, energetically meant to bring you sort of into Christ consciousness, this place of like openness and compassion. It is said to not compel, but propel one down their path of destiny, to remove blocks so that you can just get where you're going even faster. It is a pretty wild stone. I'm not going to lie. Again, I'm not one who's like usually going to sell people specifically on the energetics, and I'm not going to with the Moldavite either. I think it's a cool stone to have. But there's some cool stories, and I highly recommend that you check them out. And if you do want a copy of this book, this is in our shop. I highly recommend. I have one on my dining or on my coffee table at home, constantly picking up, reading a bit more. Super good one. So I do have two pieces of Moldavite on the table. As I mentioned before, these price points are high. And partially because they are so popular these days. And I don't think it's going to be going down anytime soon. Our source for these is based in the Czech Republic. And he was saying that he cannot buy them from there anymore because they've gotten so popular that his sources won't wholesale anymore. His sources are retailing because everyone is wanting to buy it. And because this stone does come from one event in one place, there is not going to be anywhere in the world that it's going to be found again. So what's there is there. Once it's gone, it's gone. And we do have a couple pieces here. So with that, I'll stop rambling about Moldavite. Did I miss anything?
It just pairs well with other things too.
It does. So that is, David, if you didn't hear him, it pairs well with other things. There are even some sort of energetic accounts of using Moldavite in conjunction with the Libyan gold glass to sort of rapidly bring in prosperity and to assist you in manifesting very quickly the things that you want. Yeah. Also, Moldavite and diamonds, I think, was one. And that pairs well, and Moldavite and Herkimer diamonds, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Some cool stuff, y'all. Cool stuff. Okay. But legit, here they are. So the first one is number 14. So you'll see here, you see like the weird shape it has? It's because it fell from the sky. And so it was not solid when it fell from the sky. And so it rippled as it fell. So this is number 14, and this guy is 275. 275 for number 14. Another thing you have to watch out for if you are looking at these and you're thinking about sourcing it elsewhere is because it's so popular, it is getting faked a ton. Our source is a good one, so you don't have to worry about these ones. This is number 14, 275. Number 15 is this little buddy. Also 275. And that is our two pieces of Moldavite. And that also begins our journey into the heart chakra. After that, we're going to move into flower agate. And if you guys have any questions about the Moldavite at all, please do not hesitate to let me know. I'm happy to help. Otherwise, flower agate. Flower agate is one that we've not carried in the past. We've had requests about it many, many times. We were able to find a really cool batch. I'm so excited about these. These are also flying out the shop door. We had a whole bunch of them and we put them out a week ago and we have significantly fewer now. Probably about half the batch is gone. So this is number 16. This beautiful little flower agate obelisk. And it is $22. So $22 for number 16. Next up is number 17. Look at this, buddy. That is some good flower agate, y'all. This is number 17, and it is $30. And I have two more pieces of this on the table. Number 18. Ooh, I love this one. Sorry, I'm getting into it. This is number 18, and it is also $30. And number 19, this is my favorite of these, and this is the largest one. So this is number 19, and this beautiful buddy is 34. So you're looking at about about 4 inches. Number 19 is 34.
I feel like these are a great, more, because the agates are more of like a subtle energy or like slower, more gentler sort of energy in like a good way.
Yep, for sure. Yeah, those are great. All right, next we're moving into the moss agate. These are the things that I'm most excited about on the table today. Look at, I kicked my camera. I'm so excited. Look at this one. Look at how wild looking that is. David and I just spent probably 20 minutes before we got on for this party just looking at several pieces of these because they are so neat. So this is moss agate. It actually is a really great stone for sort of connecting your root and heart chakras. So it sort of has that dual purpose, working with both of them and then also connecting them. This is number 20. And it is $30. Next up, we have this buddy. Also, look, this one has a special little druzy spot in it that I think is so great. Look at it. You also see this like good quartz bit up here. So agate is a member of the quartz family. So sometimes you get these really great combos of what we would call agate and then what we would obviously say is just quartz. This is number 21 and it is also $30. And then the last moss agate I have, ooh, look at this one. This is number 22. Perfect. Gotcha, Rachel. Sold 21. That Drew's almost got David earlier. And yes, Angie, I will show you number 20 again. So this is number 22. I like this one especially. See what's happening up in here? What's happening up in here and down in here? These are so cool. Okay, this is number 22, also $30, compared to number 20 here. This is sort of a lighter color. Erica. So this one's number 20, and this one is 22, and they are both 30. I love those. I love those moss agates. All right, a new stone that we've never carried before, but have in 2 shapes, and I have 2 options for the 2 shapes. This is number $23. Oh, this is rhodonite. Sorry. Didn't mention that. Heart chakra stone. Really cool. Beautiful pink. It can range from pink to red. This one is $30 for this rhodonite tower, in case rhodonite is something you've been looking for. You're funny. Funny. Okay. Sorry, I wanted to look up. Open my... All right, number 24 is another tower, and I'll do a comparison of these in a moment. Is $30. And rhodonite is not one that I have worked with in the past. This is really my first time even dealing with it. You'll see how this one is almost a little orangey. This one is really a light pink. This is number 23. This is number 24. And they are both $30. Those two rhodonite wand tower obelisks. Let's see. And these stones, like I said, I'm going back and reading my info here. Again, new stone for me. Rhodonite is known as the rescue stone for its ability to promote emotional healing, increase compassion, and banish fear. Here we have number 25. So in case you were looking for this in a palm stone shape, we have a couple of these. And these are nice, like small to medium-sized palm stones. Number 25 is 18. And we will compare it to... Oh yeah, that one was the big one. I remember choosing the big one of the batch. And then here is number 26. Similar, but a little bit smaller. This is number 25. This is number 26, and they are both 18. For rhodonite palm stones. 25, 26, and they're both $18. And then we're moving into, let's see, we only have about 2, 4, 6, 8 stones left. We have, these were the ones that, well, no, these weren't the ones. This is not quite the ones that David was most excited about, but I'm excited about these. These are Amazonite palm stones, and they are an impeccable quality. See this flashing that's happening here? That's something you see in good quality Amazonite. Isn't this wild? This is an interesting, very slender palm stone. This would make a really great bra rock, y'all. Not gonna lie. Quite discreet, I'd say. This is number 27. This Amazonite palm stone. Really great quality. Beautiful flash. Really thin, but like big. Number 27 is $25. 27 is $25. It is chicken cutlet, but like a blue chicken, like an Easter chicken cutlet. That's what that is. And I have one more here for you to see. Very similar. This one was quite flashy. Let me see if I can. There you go. Look how flashy this buddy is. So good. A little bit bigger, not quite as flat. Really good size stone. Number 28 is also just $25 for this really insane quality Amazonite. 28, number 28 is $25. Now the things that David were so excited about, and that is these really cool, we got a really cool batch of Amazonite towers / wands / obelisks, whatever you want to call them.
Don't get mad at us.
Just don't get mad at us. David got some hate mail recently about us calling things words that weren't allowed or something. This is number 29. So whatever, man. It is $30. I can call this a tower if I want to. So sue me. Or don't. Don't. I take it back. I have too many manifestation stones around me to say shit like that. Love it. So this is number 29, Amazonite. Oh, gotcha, cat. Let's see. What did you snag? Yeah! Love it. Cat. So Cat snagged this really cute little buddy here. Perfect. Putting it aside for you. And she's also asked to be invoiced. Love it. Absolutely love it. All right. So this is number 29 and it is $30. These really cool Amazonite towers. I love these. And then number 30 is another one. Very light colored one. A little bit girthier than the previous one. Let's see how they compare in height. Pretty much the same. This is number 30. And it is $30. Cat, those little pyrite cubes on their matrix are some of my favorite things in the shop. I do a legit happy dance every time someone snags one because they are so cool. So cool. Girth is always here, Erica. Always. Okay, that's number 30. Now, something else that is completely and utterly new. I'm so excited about it. And that is pink amethyst. So pink amethyst is a rarely recent discovery. It's found in South America. This is from Brazil. It's so cool. It gets its color from hematite that is in with the amethyst. It is supposed to support the heart and crown chakras. Let me see what my card says here. Again, this is my first encounter with pink amethyst. I have not personally worked with this one either. Right? Isn't this so cool? And y'all, this is the best one in the batch, I think. Look at this really cool situation happening in here. But pink amethyst is said to deepen emotional wisdom and relieve stress. Look at what's happening in here. Look at what's happening up here. Oh, come on. There we go. Look at this babe. OMG. So this is number 31. And this is 111. 111 for number 31. Aren't these cool? Pink amethyst is something I'm seeing a little bit more now. I was so excited to get this really beautiful batch. Also, there's like another little window right there into some druzy gorgeousness. And then I have a second piece, number 32. Oh, gotcha, Rachel. Rachel has snagged 31. I love that for you. These are really fascinating, I say as I pick it up and look at it myself. And this one is really, really cool. Yeah. Yeah, girl. Love it. Yep, that was for Rachel. Yep. All right, so this is number 32. Another piece. Also, look at this little hole. This one goes quite deep. You can see how druzy it is in there. These are so, so cool. And it is almost like a pink peachy color. Oh, so look at what's happening down in there. Look at that. I love this. Okay, so this is number 32. Y'all listen to me go. It is also 111. 111 for number 32. And we just have a very small batch of these as well. And they just got, I just added the photo to the listing today. So this is basically first pick. All right, we're going to wrap up with what y'all know is my favorite. A little bit of pink flash labradorite. So labradorite is a stone that is associated with all chakras, so it's kind of difficult for me to really know where to put it in terms of which chakra party am I going to put it in. So I decided that there we go, look at that. For this one, I would just pick out a couple of pink flash labradorites. Come on. Even my camera's getting starry-eyed. And put them up so that I can include basically some pink flash or some flashy labradorite in this one and probably the next one too. So this is a special, and by that I mean pink and or purple flash, which are the rarest flashes or rarest color flashes of labradorite. Most of the flashes you see are going to be blue or green, sometimes some gold, which I think is beautiful. Purple and pink are the most rare. And we got a really nice batch of them, of which is this beauty. This is number 33. Look at it. And this is $55. And y'all, this is a good size palm stone. Look at that. It's a good size, buddy. Look at it. Oh, I love labradorite. All right, this is number 33. It is 55. And we're going to wrap up with its little sister. I have a smaller one here. Oh, y'all. Look at it. You want to make your heart happy. Get a pink and purple flash labradorite. All right. Are you whistling, David? Yeah. This is number 34. Ooh, look at that. This is number 34. It is $42. So 42 for what really is still a nice size palm stone, right? With a beautiful, rare pink purple flash. Oh, y'all, I love these. Sold 34 to Lisa. Gotcha. Look at it. You want to look at it again? Look at that. Y'all. Lisa, I love this. You're going to love it. I have said, I've shared before, when actually my very first palm stone was a labradorite. It's a very beautiful dark blue flash labradorite. I bought it years ago, and it was my first palm stone, and it has been like my second favorite palm stone. Y'all know my black tourmaline palm stone is my favorite. It's my second favorite stone. And all the years, all the beautiful labradorite palm stones that we have gotten in, I have never been tempted to cheat on my labradorite palm stone. It's not the most fabulous palm stone I've ever held in my life by any means. But it's been mine until we got this batch. And I may have gotten it a sibling, like a friend to hang out with. That is a very beautiful purple flash one. So it has been years and years of holding and seeing some incredibly beautiful labradorite palm stones to get me to this batch to finally cheat on my original dark blue labradorite palm stone. And not cheating exactly because I have both of them now, but this batch is gorgeous. So Lisa, you're gonna love this. I love these so much. I'm so glad you're taking one home. With that is everything that is on my table. If you would like for me to go back to anything, I am absolutely happy to do so. I am a little blown away that no one snagged any of that flower agate. Are y'all okay? Did y'all see it? Do I need to go back? Otherwise, happy to open up to virtual shopping. Anything that you would like to see. It is about holiday season. Our shop is getting pretty busy. And as things leave, we don't know when and where we're going to be able to restock. And we never know if we're going to be able to restock the same thing. So if there is anything in the shop that you do want to see, that you are interested in snagging, now's the time to do it before we start getting all the foot traffic in and all of the crystals go out the door. Because they probably will. That's the goal. I would really love for this entire shop to be empty at the end of the season. Can we manifest that? I'm going to hold that citrine and say that again. I would really love for all of the crystals to find their ways to beautiful homes from the store by the end of the holiday season. How's that? How's that? Okay, perfect. With that, oh, y'all, I see all this happening. Okay, yes, Mika, I will do that for you. I will say Angie just snagged 19 and 20. Nice! So Angie got the large piece of flower agate. Love this. And I will say this moss agate, whenever David and I were looking at them before, this is one of the ones we were thinking about keeping for ourselves. We didn't. But it's that good. We were like, oh, do we want this one? So it's going to you. This is a real good one. Perfect. Both of those are going to Angie. Gotcha, gotcha. So then, Mika, I will show you 16 and 18. And do you have more with druzy areas? Okay, will you go over there to the agate, to the moss agates? I think that is not 20. Yeps, that was 20. Let me double check. Angie, this is the one that is number 20 right here. If you'll confirm this one for me. Pretty sure. This moss agate. So confirm for me, Angie, sold 20. Oh, you know what? I think you actually maybe are. Do you mean this one? Because I do think. Oh, now I'm confused. This one is currently 22, but I may have gotten them mixed up earlier. Okay, I hear you, Angie. Confirm for me. This one is currently set on 22. So if this is the one, this is the only other moss agate we have on the table. I may have gotten them mixed up before. Just confirm sold 22 for this one. Because now that I'm looking at them, I do think I put them in their wrong homes. I'm just waiting because there's a bit of a lag. That one. Okay, so this one is for you right here. Okay, in that case then, all right, sold 22 to Angie. Gotcha, gotcha. Okay, then I'm going to put this one back as number 20. So sorry for the confusion, everyone. That was absolutely bad on me. And then, Mika, if you want to see this 20, you're more than welcome to. Otherwise, I will snag a couple more.
I'm good on that.
Yes. All good for there. Sorry, my bad. And then 16 and 18 for you, Mika. 16 and 18. Ooh, I like the 16. Some of these are this really beautiful blue. So this is number 16. Look at this, buddy. Number 16 is a flower agate. It is 22. And number 18 is a larger one. This one has a little bit more pink in it. Incredibly beautiful. Number 18 is 30. And then, David, see if there's any that have any druze.
Are you looking for moss?
Yes, the moss agate with druze. I'm also going to show you all two more. Do you email me an invoice? Since yes, Angie, we will absolutely invoice you. Rachel, if you can, I love that, Rachel. Please do. If anyone has dreams about Moldavite, you know where to find me. Oh, perfect. Mika got 16 and 18. You're going to love these flower agates. And then, oh, Erica, David, snag some goodies for you. Yeah, David.
Is it for Mika?
Yes, those are for Mika. Okay. I do have 3 here that have druze on them. Can you throw me a pin, David? Thank you. Oh, hold on. Let me number these for you. 35, 36, 37. Also, if anyone is here and interested, we did bring in some more agate slabs. You should all know, I'm going to look at you when I say you should all know that I think every agate slab that we showed you last week sold, including both of the large ones. Someone came into the shop later who saw it at the party and took it home. And then actually that happened for both of them. Someone watched the replay of the party and took the largest one home. So both the large ones, and I think all of the small ones that we showed you last time left. We have brought back into the shop more of the small $80 ones and then one each of the very large price points. So if anyone does want to see any more of those agate trays, we have brought them in, and know that they are literally flying out the door. Not literally, that would be very sad because they would probably crash to the ground and break. But all the ones we showed you last week, including the 2 large ones, have been sold. So let me know if anyone needs to see those. Okay, so then let's look at some of these little buddies. All right, so this is number 35, this moss agate here. Let me see if you can see what's happening here. There is some druising, and you can't, it's like almost too bright. I feel like this is going to be detrimental if I turn this light off, but let me see what happens. Oh, worst idea ever. And turn this back on. So this one does have some really beautiful druising. There's this, oh, there you go. There's some really sparkly bits up there. There's a hole here with some druising inside. This one, it also has like these nice like mossy wisps in here and up here and up here. Really, really loving this one. That little druze bit right there is probably the best. This is number 35 and it is $30. We also have this one. You'll see this nice druising happening up in here. This is lighter green color. Actually, some druising in here as well. So this is number 36. Look at that, how nice. Also $30. And then we have number 37, which is that darker color. I really like these dark wisps in this one. And this one has this druzy area up in here. Isn't that so great? So there you go. That's number 37. It is also 30. I also have 2 more here I'm going to show you. I mentioned David and I were looking at these thinking about taking one home. And these made the final cut, but not the, or like the semi-final cut. This is number, I'll call this 38. Look at this one. Oh, there we go. Look at that, how crazy that looks. So this is number 38. Really, look at that. That is so weird. Right? Number 38 is also $30. And this one is number 39. I love that the sort of mossy wisps in here are sort of encased in this relatively clear stuff. Oh, gotcha, Mika. Sold 38. And this one here is 39. So this one is 39. 39. Okay. Oh, and it was also 30. 30A and 39. All right, Angie, can you swap? So you want to put back 22 and swap it for which one? Let me know which one you want to swap it for. Otherwise, what's left on the table is, I think, that's the one we're going to call 20. Okay, gotcha. Gotcha. Oh yeah, 38 snagged. Snagged up. Perfect. There are still a couple of those left on the table. Let me know if anyone wants to see any more of those again. Otherwise, we are happy to continue shopping otherwise beyond that. But let me know if y'all have any questions or anything else you would like to see. No snacks. Aren't these moss agates beautiful? When we got this batch in, my mind was blown. My mind was blown. All right. I'm not... Okay, David wants to show some agate trays. What do you got here, David? Just a beautiful tray, he says. All right, let's look at this. In case anyone is in the mood for an agate tray. Oh, this one. Look at these buddies. So last week we showed these. There was a run on agate trays at the last party we did. These agate trays are wonderful. Just really great, like little placeholders. You can use them as incredibly fancy coasters. You can charge your water with some nice agate, which is a member of the quartz family. You can, put them on your bathroom counter, on your bedside table, on your kitchen counter, your coffee table. We'll call this number number 40. These buddies are like $80. $80. And this is it's about an inch thick, right? These are so cool. So this is number 40, $80 in case anyone's looking for an agate tray. Put that there. Also, Mika wants to add an amethyst bracelet to her order. Absolutely, David. Look, you snag it right there. Maybe. There's some in the back. Yes, we will absolutely add that. Perfect. Let me know if there's anything else. Anything else at all you would like to see? If not, we can start wrapping up. I'm watching the chat in case anything comes up until the very end, so feel free to put it in put it in whenever. Otherwise, what did I just do? Otherwise, we can start wrapping up. So this is the second of our chakra series. Next week on Friday again, so not this coming Friday, but next Friday. Let me see what that date is. Friday, December 3rd. We're going back to Friday at 10 a.m. We are doing our next crystal party, which is 5th, 6th, and 7th chakra. And again, showcasing some new things that we have. There's several things over there that you have not even seen yet that I am very excited to bring out and show you. Everything from blue kyanite up all the way to, do we need to get those selenite lamps out next time? I can actually just turn around and show you those selenite lamps if I need to. They are really great. But we will be doing 5th, 6th, and 7th chakra next Friday, 10 a.m., December. What did I say? 3rd. I cannot believe that December is in days. Literally days. So that's when we will be doing our next crystal party, and then we will have one more party after that it will be the last party before the shipping deadline, which also brings us to holiday season. It's time to make it due. Whether you're shopping for yourself, sharing what you want with your loved ones, or buying for your loved ones, I hope you'll keep this in mind this holiday season. Everybody loves rocks. You're basically not going to get it wrong. We also have some fun things for kids as well. Our take and break geodes are also a big hit. Oh, David, you're so good at this. So good. David is reminding me that we do have one chakra set left as well. So we do have this buddy here. I shared these last week. Showed that we have 3. We actually only have the one left. So if anyone would like to add this to their order, they are more than welcome to. Chakra set comes in a nice little bag here. So chakra set. It is 7 stones, 1 for each of the chakras that we talk about here. There are hundreds, depending on the tradition you are looking at. Man, this bag. It's really holding them in there. So we have these chakra sets. Let me actually go over here. Well, I say we have these chakras. We have this one chakra set left. 7 stones, 1 for each chakra. Nice, large, chunky buddies. This last set that we have of medium stones is $35. If anyone would like to add that to their cart, they are more than welcome to. Just let us know in the chat and we will do so. And with that, though, I think we can start wrapping up. I'm not seeing any further requests in the chat. Thank you all so much for coming to hang out. I know this is a weird day and time, but I think this was fun. It didn't stop us from having people wanting to come shop. People are always wanting to come shop, and I love that. Love that. Including you all. So thanks for coming to shop with us here at this crystal party. If you do have any questions, feel free to email us at hello@almanacsupplyco.com. We are happy to help. We will be out of the shop, away from our computers for the next 2 days, but we will be here on Friday to assist you as needed. And if you are local, feel free to come chat with us. Yes, but shop with us is really what I meant. We will be open for Black Friday and Small Business Saturday. Our hours are on Google. I can't remember. I guess I should probably put them on our website, huh? I think we'll be here at 10 on Friday. 10 to 7 or something like that. I hope you all have a wonderful Thanksgiving. Thank you so much for coming to hang out with us. Let us know if you need us. Otherwise, happy Thanksgiving. Cheers.